Okay, this is something we are getting a bit worried about. It's meaningful. It's about problems with house values, right? So let's run it down. We have the all-time high. All-time high, let's call it February, March 2022. Let's call it 2022. So that was the all-time high. The all-time high of prices in the GTA, Southwestern Ontario, God, all over Ontario. Like that damn prices in tiny towns like Sudbury. We love you, Sudbury, but tiny, small towns, like all-time highs. That's it. So here's what we're running into. We're about 18 months out from that time. Like it's December of 2023. And we're at about 18 months, give or take, from April, May of 2022, which was the all-time high. Now, why am I talking about these timelines? It's easy. Some people bought houses and townhouses brand new, under construction. You make your deposit, you put in your deposit, they start building it, and they're finishing now. And that's a worry because prices have come down. And if you bought at the height of the insanity, May, April, March 2022, oh my God, there's trouble. I'll give you an example. This is the record in our mortgage operation. We had the record today. Now, it's a little unusual, I grant you. Distant, like far north, 905, around the GTA area. It's around Toronto. And purchase price, there was townhouse, but it was a townhouse. A townhouse? But anyway, it was a townhouse. They'd put in a lot of extras. That's when you buy a place and then you go back 6 months later and they tell you, do you want to add this? Do you want to add that? Do you want to add that? Well, they did a lot. They added a lot. Sometimes I don't know whether those are great ideas, but anyway, set that aside. Added a lot. It was a high price to start with. They added about 180 to it. So this is the number it came out to. Good sized townhouse. Like it's big. It's about like 2,200 square feet. Big townhouse. Modern design. Decent neighborhood. It'll be fine. It's brand new. We don't know how perfect it's going to be yet, but it's brand new. So finish now. Send the appraiser. They purchased this property for about just a tiny smidge under 1.6 million, added 200 plus of extras of new, different finishes, improvements, better kitchen cabinets, better, instead of sliding doors, garden door, lots of stuff, lots and lots of stuff. They did upgrades. So the final number, $1.82 million. We got the appraisal in today, $1.11 million. That's a $710,000 difference. That's a goddamn disaster. So we'll figure it out. Somehow, Butler Mortgages will figure a way to make sure these people can still buy that house. They're going to have to do a little bit too. But anyway, yeah. So that's a disaster. So are there going to be more of these? Yeah, there sort of are. And there sort of have been. There have been lots of ones that are 100 grand or less, 150 grand or less. Like everybody who bought in 2022, basically the appraisal comes in a little less. But sometimes it doesn't make any difference. Sometimes people are putting 25% down and the appraised value, it was down, but it wasn't down that much. And the down payment covered it and everybody was okay. So you don't notice it as much. But will there be more? That was the record. Holy shnikes. That was just crazy. But will it get worse? Okay, maybe it will get worse. And in a different way, maybe than new construction. Although the condominiums on new construction, when 2025 hits and there's 30,000 units in Ontario need to fund, and they started building 5-6 years ago. In 2025 in the condominium towers, there could be some crazy town. I mean, it's a year away, but wow, it could be something. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Finally, it's really impossible to refinance today. So what's refinance? Refinance is if you wanted to buy a rental property, it was very typical for people to refinance their homes, take out a bunch of equity, use that as a down payment, then get a mortgage for the rest. Well, if your house value's down, and everybody who bought since, I don't know, about 2020, their house values are down, they can't refinance. So here's something to think about for the next year. When rates do come down, and they are coming down, they're coming down right now, and people think, well, a bunch of investors are going to run out, a bunch of investors are going to run out and buy houses. How easy is it going to be for some of those people? If values are down, how easy is it going to be to refinance? And believe you me, FOMO and excitement and exuberance about investment in real estate, if you can't refinance, it quiets right down.